And we're getting new details into the decision-making behind choosing J.D. Vance. CBS News has learned the senator from Ohio made a secret trip to Mar-a-Lago Saturday morning to meet with Donald Trump. CBS's Ed O'Keefe reports on how this once Trump critic beat out the other contenders.
J.D. Vance has spent the last several months as a top attack dog for Donald Trump. Over the weekend, suggesting recent rhetoric of President Biden and Democrats may have led directly to the assassination attempt on Trump. But he hasn't always been a staunch supporter. In 2016, he suggested Trump might be America's Hitler, called him cultural heroin, and referred to him as noxious.
I'm a never Trump guy. I never liked him.
He also said he believed women who'd accused Trump of sexual assault.
And at the end of the day, do you believe Donald Trump, who always tells the truth? Just kidding. Or do you believe that woman on that tape?
Now, he says Trump's presidency changed his mind.
I was wrong about him.
The 39-year-old first rose to national prominence with the publication of his best-selling memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, later adapted to the big screen.
You got to decide you want to be somebody or not.
By the time he ran for the U.S. Senate starting in 2021, he'd reconciled with Trump, boosting his chances in a crowded GOP primary and helping him win. Vance is married with 3 children and becomes the first millennial on a major party presidential ticket, something the former president's oldest son, Donald Jr., considers a big plus.
I love that J.D. is young. My father built Trump Tower at 37. You can be young and accomplished.
Born to a family with Appalachian roots, his parents divorced at a young age. He was raised mostly by his grandmother, whom he called Mama, as his mother struggled with addiction to opioids. After high school, he joined the Marines, served in the Iraq War, and later attended Ohio State University and Yale Law School. Vance spent the last 2 days mostly at his home, waiting for a decision. He left this morning for Milwaukee as the Buckeye State's junior senator. This afternoon, with only 20 minutes' notice, Trump named him his new partner. Down here on the convention floor, delegates already making adjustments, signaling they support the decision. Now, on the issues, as a senator, Vance is more conservative than Trump on abortion rights, believing there should only be exceptions if the life of the mother is at risk. And he signaled earlier this year he would do something that Mike Pence wouldn't back on January 6, 2021, allow challenges to the election results from 2020 in several states. Both of those issues sure to be seized on by the Biden campaign and Democrats in the coming days. Norah?
Ed O'Keefe with that new information. Thank you so much. President Biden is already weighing in on Trump's vice presidential pick.
He's a clone of Trump on the issues. A clone of Trump on the issues. So I don't see any difference.
Well, for more on what the selection brings to the ticket, let's bring in Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett. Major, first of all, they're nearly 40 years apart in age, but how much does this pick essentially continue Trump's legacy?
Think of this as MAGA 2.0, Nora. Not only is that a generational reference, the next generation of MAGA in America represented, now personified by J.D. Vance, the Ohio Republican senator, but it's a tech term. Why do I use a tech term? Because as someone who had an experience before politics and private equity, J.D. Vance has entree to that world through Peter Thiel, the founder of PayPal, one of the first outside investors in Facebook. So he's not only someone aligned with the tech industry generally, but that could be a conduit of fundraising for former President Trump in this campaign ahead.
What does Donald Trump like about J.D. Vance?
In Trump's words, he's come around. What does Trump mean when he says he's come around? What he means is J.D. Vance has been humbled by the MAGA movement. He was an opponent, didn't even vote for Trump in 2016, voted for the third-party candidate, Evan McMullin, and has said, the movement is larger than me. I've got to find a way to integrate myself. Once integrated, J.D. Vance is among the most rhetorically pugilistic defenders of the MAGA movement. Trump loves that, and he cannot wait, and those around Donald Trump cannot wait to a vice presidential debate between J.D. Vance and Kamala Harris.
Also very close with former President Trump's son, Donald Jr., and Tucker Carlson.
It's a family affair, and Donald Trump Jr. has won this battle.
Major Garrett, thank you so much.